How's it going, people? Oh man, live messed up. But anyway, whatever. So how's it going, people? Liberal Hill Crown Jewel review. But first, let me talk. We're getting close to the election midterms, and look, you see the title, Mike Pence, VP Moron. Look, everybody knows Mike Pence is pretty much a non-fact. The guy is irrelevant as a vice president. Basically, says nothing, does nothing. For most of like he's been silent for most of these 2 years, and just recently, since the midterms are heating up, like I said, close to like 4 days left, he's in Georgia campaigning for the corrupt Brian Kemp. If you're a Republican and you don't think Brian Kemp's corrupt, you'll believe anything. The guy has a history of corruption. Like owns a bank, and he borrowed money from the bank and still hasn't paid it back. You can say all the stuff about Stacey Abrams, and some of it is granted, owing money, just regular people stuff. But when you own a bank, whatever. So Oprah's campaigning for Stacey, which is wonderful. Oprah never really watched her TV shows or whatever, but we can't discredit Oprah's overall influence in America. The woman worked hard, got a TV show, and did other smart things to build her brand. So they're campaigning for each other. And Oprah's speech was like, we gotta, think for ourselves, and these ads from the Republicans. They're, if you pretty much have a brain, you can pretty much find out that they're bullshit. And Mike Pence was like, what a moron. He said, first of all, this isn't Hollywood, which is stupidly ironic because most of the films in theaters are filmed here in Georgia. So you're kind of wrong on that end. Then he said, Hollywood liberals are bankrolling Stacey Abrams. Really? The last time I checked, she had been running this campaign way before any of like Will Ferrell or Oprah had got involved. So wrong again, just like his boss Trump, spreading lies and misinformation. And then he said, I'm kind of a big. No, you're not, bro. Look, you're the vice president, but come on, man. Let's be real. Like, you don't say anything important. You do the stupidest shit, just like Trump. And then when you do something, it just it makes no sense. You're supposed to be this heavily Christian guy, but you do nothing Christian. Look, if you're in Georgia like me and you vote for Brian Kemp, I don't know, like you can't even give me a valid explanation. Like Kemp corrupt, check, does mischievous things, correct, voter suppression, check, all this stuff, and you're still voting for him. Either like I said, either you're a racist or you just want to ignore Republican corruption, and you just want to vote Republican because you don't have a brain for yourself. You're voting Democrat. Yeah, but I've looked at the issues and I see who is the better candidate. And looking at the issues, Stacey Abrams is the better candidate. Let's get on the crown jewel. So look, this pay-per-view was look, if you watch the show like me, you were very disappointed and you feel like you wasted your time. So starting off, you had Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton. Rey wins, but Randy Orton attacks him and injures Rey. Then you had The Miz. Look, I want to talk about that, but I mean, whatever. It was just whatever. I mean, not bad, but then you had Miz versus Jeff Hardy, which was a lot better. I really like at the end how Miz countered the twist of fate into the skull crushing finale. That was buttery smooth from the Miz. Then you had, I think it was, oh my god, Rollins versus Lashley. So Rollins comes out and the burn it down. The perfect place to have burn it down is at Saudi Arabia. Then you had Lashley come out with Leo Rush, and this was hilarious. it was close to, I forgot the guy from the Primetime Players. Hit the guy with the talk show. It was close to that level. He was like, none of you people look like Lashley. None of you people feel like Lashley. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of true. None of you people ever look like Lashley. Because you're all jealous of Lashley. You okay? You can't. Okay, calm it down. Calm it down, Leo. You're not in America. Calm it down. So you get into the match. Lashley butt raping Seth Rollins as he should. But at the end, Seth Rollins rolls him up for a raggedy ass stump. The burial. The burial. Then you had Ziggler versus Kurt Angle, and probably the best one out of all of them. Let's see what I think it was. Yeah, and this match came out pretty damn clean. Like I said, no interference from Drew. Dolph and Angle wrestled a hell of a match. In the end, Ziggler gets the win with the zigzag. Then you had let me see, what was it, a tag match? I didn't even know the Bar had the tag team championships. Like, when did that happen? And now the Big Show, like, where is the Big Show, man? Like, now he's the Bar's bodyguard. Just come on, bro. Like, there are so many better ways you could use the Big Show other than being this. That it's just ridiculous. And then, not saying the match was bad. The Bar win after the Bar need the Big Show help to win the match. Think about that. Anyway, the Bar wins. Not a bad match. Then you had the finals. You had Ziggler defeating Seth Rollins with a little help from Drew McIntyre. Dean Ambrose nowhere in sight. Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. McIntyre pushes Seth off of the top rope, which allows Ziggler to hit super kick. And then you had the SmackDown one. The Miz versus, I think, Rey Mysterio. Rey's getting his ribs worked over, but the Miz ends up winning with, I think he countered something into the skull crushing finale, gets the win. And right now I'm thinking to myself, wow, WWE's really putting a spotlight on the Miz and Ziggler. I wonder how this is going to turn out, because both of these guys are heel. Then you get the WWE Championship, Samoa Joe getting his 15,000 rematch for the WWE title. And then the match just ends with like a phenomenal forearm, and Joe loses. Like, bro, Lashley's getting buried, but I don't even know what you would call what Joe's getting buried on. Like, how many title opportunities has he gotten? And how many losses is that? Like, back to back to back. Then you had I think I'm just seeing it right here, the WWE title match. This was interesting to say the least. So you had Brock and Braun come out. The timekeeper stuff came out, whatever. And right before the bell rings, Baron Corbin, who, look, I tweeted this. Why does he have that music? I know it's his old music, but his look now it does not fit. Can we get this man some music that is appropriate to his look and what he's doing now? This is a cool theme song, but I think somebody else would benefit from it. Anyway, Corbin blasts Braun in the back of the head with the belt, and Brock, in his classic shitty matchness, he delivers 3, 4, 5, I think like 4 or 5 L5s back to back to back to back to back with no effort. Like, anybody who says Brock Lesnar is like one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, or like a big, like something to see in WWE, just show him this. Like Brock Lesnar is the worst, bro. I don't even know why he hires this man. Like the name recognition, whatever. This man is horrible. His matches are horrible. His character is horrible. Everything Brock Lesnar associated is horrible, and it doesn't stop there. Brock wins, and now the title is going to be off to wherever land for like months and months until big pay-per-views, and you already know where it's going to go. If you don't know where this is going, Roman left with leukemia. Royal Rumble's coming up. Roman comes back, John Cena style. He's battered leukemia. He's over it. The big dog wins the Royal Rumble in a surprise show. Beats Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the title. Business as usual. And I'm depressed again because of that. Anyway, let me see. Oh yeah, then you had the troll of the troll of the year. So it's the finals of the World Cup. Miz versus Dolph. Ziggler McIntyre sent to the back. And okay, the match doesn't start. Miz, he attacks Dolph, trips on the apron, gets injured. I don't know if it's legit or not, but he gets injured. And Shane O'Mac takes his place. And you think to yourself, that's kind of stupid. But also, why? Why couldn't you just have Ziggler win after, just get, Miz gets back into the ring and he's like hobbled and he gets hit with the super kick or the zigzag. Ziggler wins. Okay. Instead, you have, or you can have the Miz win and like an upset victory on one leg. Instead, you have Shane beating Dolph Ziggler with a coast-to-coast drop kick because I can't do the clap, but fuck Dolph Ziggler. And you can't make this up, bro. So Shane, who didn't even compete in any of the tournament, wins best in the world. And at that point, I completely shut the pay-per-view off because I was like, "Whoa, they can't top that." That's the ultimate troll of shittiness. But then I started watching the Woman in Black, and then I saw a tweet from somebody. It was like Undertaker versus Kane, Undertaker and Kane versus Diaz. I was like, "Oh, I forgot that match was even on." So that match happened. Shawn Michaels had an excellent show in there. The match was fine, but when you think about it, it's four legends. I'm not going to count Triple H in there because Triple H as a wrestler sucks. Debate me on that. Anyway, for three legends and one regular wrestler, this match was lackluster. For what? Stop biting my fucking pillow, dog. Watching you, nigga. Like I said, Shawn Michaels, he was the star of this match. But of course, God, the cerebral assassin, the H, the Hunter, the Hearst, the Helmsley had to be the one to get the final pinfall. And like Shawn Michaels was like little Triple H with his haircut bald and the beard. Like, bro, if you're wearing a haircut and you had this look for years upon years upon years, that's iconic. Why not get something that's like, oh, you got to go bald, and I'm sure he has access to like the greatest barbers. Why get the fresh out of jail bald head with the I don't know what the fuck beard and look like little Triple H? Anyway. Yeah. And then just in case that wasn't enough, you get the announcement that Survivor Series is in two weeks. Not like a month of build, not like at least 3 weeks, not 4 weeks, not 2 months. A classic staple in the WWE pay-per-view lineup is now a secondary pay-per-view to fucking Crown Jewel or afterthought of Crown Jewel. Two weeks of build for a pay-per-view that's been happening since like the early 90s, late 80s. And what are you getting? Oh, Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. Fucking again. Ronda versus Becky. Oh, I wonder who's gonna win. Ooh. And also Shinsuke versus Rollins. Ooh, I wonder who's gonna win. And you always know this. Like, when was the last time SmackDown won Survivor Series? Like, let's be honest. They've turned Survivor Series into basically bragging rights, which is, first of all, fucking horrible. Survivor Series was like team-based and elimination-based. Basically, they've turned it into one Survivor Series match, and it's SmackDown versus Raw, and it's for nothing. Like, they could say, like, okay, it's just a quick thought. If SmackDown wins, the WWE title and all the WWE title and all SmackDown titles are giving more of a main event feel. Whereas if the losing team, if the team that loses, they get like the bottom barrel matches. So like a home field advantage or whatever, if you know what I'm saying. So that happened, and I mean, what can I say, man? I thought Crown Jewel was going to be decent. I didn't know it was going to be like shit renderingly horrible. And that's exactly what this was. This was a waste of my time, your time, WWE's time for flying. Well, maybe not, because they got a lot of money. What was another? Oh yeah, Triple H. Triple H like scraping the stuff off of the Saudi announced team's desk, and Michael Cole, without even thinking, Triple H clearinghouse. Oh, the political humor that's not even implied. Well, maybe not, because Donald Trump, he's licking Saudi butthole for money that he's not really even supposed to be connected to, but whatever. Yeah. Triple H clearing house. You see the Saudis running for like the hills and shit. Oh boy. So anyway, if you watch Crown Jewel and you were tortured like me, tell me your thoughts. Oh yeah, like I said in my other video, which you should check out, because now I'm getting into fucking sneakers, and I probably will be doing a lot of sneaker reviews, because the internet is a vast place where you can find. I might not be doing Jordans, because fuck, I got bills and shit, and grown ass man, I can't be spending, unless something drastic happens. I can't be spending 200-300 on sneakers, because I live in a rural town in Georgia, and like, look, I'm not even gonna get into it, but yeah, finding decent sneakers, whatever. So yeah, watch for those videos. Anyway, probably will have. Can't really say anything else. By the way, like I said, not finish line, but final score. Got this Seahawks hoodie for like what, $15, and this shit is thermal. This thing is working. It's been raining here, and it's getting kind of cold. Like, anytime you're not out in the elements, this thing is a oven. This thing, I don't know what material this is made of, but it is winter proof. Like, I almost didn't want to get it, but because I didn't want to get it because look, it's the fucking Seahawks in this bright ass lime green, but $15 is fucking $15, and for the technology, yeah, whatever. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.